So, sir, we have researched a lot about you, but could you please tell us something about yourself that we are unaware of?
All right. So, giving a short introduction about myself, I've been in this industry since past 6 years now. Started my journey in working experience as a skating coach. Moved on the ladders, did my courses from Mac Institute. So I'm a certified animator myself. Having the expertise in this, I was also keen to know more and more about technology. So that's wherein I stepped into the field of website and applications. So coming forth, my field has been vast and variety about it, but it's all my passion that drove me towards it. So the company name that you have found here, Shinora Corp, is basically meaning the gift from God. And it's from Japanese because my personal exposure towards animation industry is a lot more. So that's wherein I drive my overall team and success towards. My key to success is going to be always that I have worked with my team. So they are my strength and they are my core. If they don't be here involved with me, I'm sure I wouldn't be reaching the level I have.
Amazing, sir.
Very nice. So before we go ahead, I would also like to introduce Executive Ayushi, who's from the content department. So yes, so my first question to you is that.
Good evening, Ayushi.
So my first question to you is that you did a degree in financial markets from KC. So how did that intertwine with your advanced program to visual effects, and how did that enable you to become better, and how did that impact Shinora Corp?
Okay. So as you rightly said that I was a commerce student, that's usually not someone would opt in for this, but being a commerce student taught me more about the markets. So talking more about the markets, it taught me about how finance works. It talks me about how people want to market themselves and how the conversations happen. So here in digital marketing aspects that we pitch in forward to our clients, that's the major key role that I play. So I'm the person who goes to the client. I'm the person who markets them the correct knowledge about the same. And that is what I learned from KC College of how to express oneself. So my passion towards finance was always there because I was good in maths. And that's the reason why I chose BFM, because that's how you learn how to invest. So when you want to grow, what are the two things that you are going to always look for? One thing is that you are earning money, and the second thing that you want to invest at the right place at the right time. And that's where BFM came forth. My personal passion towards drawing took me towards the other career line that I've chosen, that is Mac. So here, when I started my course, I was just, I guess, in first year. So it was alongside my degree that I did the course. At the same time, when I went to the actual exposure in the market, it gave me a tremendous help because I knew how mathematics work here. Okay, so if I am investing my amount in my team or if I am investing anything, it's never an expense for me. And that's what I learned through the course that I did. And it also has tremendously helped me in my business because today I'm not wasting my money just by investing it somewhere in a penny stock or something as such. But at the same time, I'm not even saving it in a savings account. It's always invested in some positive manner, which is actually helping me grow at the same time, making me come out of my debts. So that's
even I am a BFM student, sir.
Awesome. That's amazing.
So my next question to you, sir, is while working as the director of Medical Studios, what lessons did you learn that enhanced your work at Shinora Corp?
So Medical Studios, there is a big story behind the same as well. So just like I'm your senior here, my senior during college days was Tripta Jaisinghani. So she and I, we had the vision of taking things forward, wherein we decided to start a company which is going to be design oriented and conceptualized oriented. So when it came forward, I joined hands with her in 2019, wherein starting the company from scratch, which we decided that I should say the aim was not to just grow. The aim was to express ourselves. Being from the industry, she is also from BBI. So she's a finance student herself, and me being from BFM, we both envisioned that we want to become an agency that expresses and communicates better. Yes, and hence I joined her in 2019, wherein the company was established in 2018 by herself. So looking forward towards the same, we grew and grew. By 2020, pandemic happened, things happened. And by 2021, we decided that we will separate our ways, but we are moving along in collaboration till date. So I was a part of Modical Studios, and the growth factor there involved for both of us was again always the concepts, the teams, and the things that we do together. And hence
Yes, sir.
that journey gave me an exposure towards a market which I never tapped in before. So I should say that Modical is never a stepping stone for me, but it's always going to be a part of my journey and success.
Yes, sir. So
Nice.
moving on, I wanted to ask, what were the obstacles that you faced to get to where you are, to get Shinora Corp where it is today?
So the obstacles that I would say there were many, but rather than considering them as obstacles, I consider them as opportunities. So
Yes,
when I say about opportunities, why do I say that? It's a simple reason that today, if I'm thinking that people are coming towards me with a problem, they are always coming up with me with an opportunity that I can grow and outgrow myself in learnings. So when I started just as a developer, just creating websites, just creating short animation videos, something that any freelancer would do today. But when the opportunities came my way, I understood how to tackle them in a way which the others were not. So
yes,
here,
sir.
the differentiations that came in were to understand what the client required, or to understand to how to deliver, at the same time give the external force towards it. So just giving a short intro, if I give you an example of a video,
Yes, sir.
how many types of videos are there which you are aware of? How many
Short
types of
video.
editing techniques are there that you are aware of? If I ask you that question in return, would you be able to answer today?
Mm, no, sir.
So there are approximately 20 to 25 types of videos that are there in the market, considering 2D to 3D aspects differentiations. When I talk about marketing exposure, there are so many strategies that you are never aware of because you are not in the field. So
Yes, sir.
outgrowing ourselves with the opportunities that came along is because every opportunity comes with a challenge. So one of the biggest challenge that we faced was in the pandemic, wherein we had to create a 2D animated video. Okay, so this video was done in illustrations aspect, at the same time in animation aspect, personally by myself with the team Shinora Corp. So it was a 2 months project, and it was completely 2D, wherein the team was all remotely stable. Okay, so neither one of us, neither the singer nor anyone, was in communication or touch physically. So
Yes, sir.
Mike Prem is the name of the video song that is on YouTube available. The whole song is shot from Zoom. At the start, the illustrations are made later on. The animations is done completely online, and the files were transferred here and there. So there was no physical interaction till date. I have not personally met the team because that's how we believed that it can enhance. So that's how the opportunity came to us. We faced it forward and outgrew ourselves. So that is one of the biggest success story I have for pandemic as well.
Yes, sir.
So, what are the causes you support or feel strongly about at Shinora Corp?
I'm sorry, can you come again?
What are the causes you support or feel strongly about at Shinora Corp?
So the causes that we support are mainly that we are going to be outgrowing ourselves every time we face an opportunity. At the same time, we believe in education. So we do
Yes, sir.
not believe that you are going to be just coming here, you are going to be working with us. We are going to make sure that you're going to learn something. We promise that once you join us, even if it's for a month, you are going to
Yes,
be at another level at where from you started from. The
yes, sir.
main core that lies within us is the vision that we have. So anyone who joins Shinora Corp or anyone who's a part of Shinora Corp feels only one thing, that we have a vision to become a greater version of ourselves. And
Yes,
that
sir.
is what
Right.
we follow.
So that connects me to the second question. Is that what expectations do you have for Shinora Corp? Like, how do you want it to grow in the future?
Okay. So the expectations are very simple, but at the same time dynamic. Keeping it a very simplistic approach towards the processes that we follow, we have a vision that we become a Fortune 500 company, not just in India, but pan world. At the same time, we are already like reaching that stage because we have started international works as well. So we are on the verge that might be in the next 20 by 2025 we'll reach the aim. That is the key focus. So we are not just wanting to become an agency who is digitally supporting you, or people just like they call today that we are a social media agency or we are a digital agency.
Yes, sir.
We want to become a multimedia agency that is supporting all the agencies in B2B aspects, at the same time B2C aspects to the customers that we are facing, that are facing problems to express themselves.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So, sir, nowadays, that students are more into machine learning and animation. So what ideas do you advise them for those who desire to make a career in animation and technology?
The first concept of making a career is to find your core. And that is the first question I ask anyone. So if I ask you the same question, what do you think is your core? Do you
My
have an
core is
answer?
yeah.
Marketing. Super. Shaunak, do you have an answer for the same?
Human resource, public PR.
PR. Okay. So now there is a depth towards it. So when we are talking about what you want, I just want to say one thing. Technology is going to be ever growing. Today, there are many researchers, many great people. We have Jeff Bezos, we have Elon Musk showcasing that technology has advanced to another level. But making sure that you stick to your core at the same time you advance ahead is going to help you the most rather than anything. Because once you face a challenge, the core is the one that is going to put you through it.
Yes,
So
sir,
even
definitely.
in animation, if you're wanting to pursue, just make sure that you know which kind of animation you want. If you're going to talk about AI, understand what AI stands for and where you're going to use it effectively and how you want to present it to the world. Once you
Yes,
do
sir.
that, I'm sure you will succeed.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir,
So you should know the core, right?
yes.
I'm so
Sir,
sorry, both of you together.
sorry. Rishi, go ahead.
So every student should know their core while choosing a
Yes.
career, right?
Sir, I have
It's
a
a
feeling you know. I have a feeling you know what we're going to ask you. So that in the previous question only you talk about that. So my next question was that only, that how do you think marketing has been affected because of the technology? Like we've got into
correct.
digital marketing, digital media. Like how is the technology affected marketing as a whole?
So technology has affected dynamically, definitely, and I answered a bit about the same in the previous one. But the only thing that I want to say is that not all business require technology. Not all business can be taken online. There are
Yes, sir.
many e-commerce websites that you're going to see, Flipkart, Amazon, at the same time, some personal ventures that are coming up with their own. Today, even Meesho app has come along. Okay, this is
Yes,
the
yes,
advancement of the technology that has come forward. But technology is just a means to make your work easy. But not all
yes,
business can be work easily with automations.
yes, sir,
So
definitely.
it will help you in marketing, but the core is the customer centricness. So what your customer is understanding from your marketing activity is much more important than the technology that you're using.
Yes,
So,
sir.
sir, we would love to hear about more of your work at Shinora and what are you currently focused on apart from Shinora?
Okay. So apart from Shinora, I'm going to be starting a new venture myself. It's going to be into field of languages. So the company is going to be Lingopedia. That's the new venture that we are going to be planning soon. So this is going
Wow.
to be about all languages that you learn. Today, there are many agencies in the market that are feeling that they want to grow out, but they are having the barrier of opportunities. So what we are focusing here is that we give you that opportunity via a crash course or via proper courses in languages.
Yes,
Apart
sir.
from this, I have been a part of BNI, that is Business Network International. Today, BNI stands for a networking agency which is going to help you outgrow your own growth. Because here, it's not just that you're coming and marketing yourself, and I'm not promoting BNI here, I'm just telling you a fact about it.
Yes, sir.
BNI is all about making sure that you get the right opportunities at the right time.
Yes,
So
sir.
if you say a short example, I would like to ask Rishi, what do you think marketing is? If in one line you had to say that answer, can you mention that?
Promoting your, in one line, I would say promoting your product, share awareness about your product or services.
Correct. So if you share your awareness about a product, which audience is listening to you?
Nowadays, it's more of social media, the first
Correct.
audience. Yeah.
Agree. But apart from this, how many media agencies do you know, or how many, I should say, network agencies do you know, wherein you can fetch the same?
Neither.
Nowadays, very few, apart from social media, is just newspaper or, pamphlets, banners.
Correct. So now here, what you said are the elements towards the marketing that we choose for promotion. But when I say that people are looking for actual networks, people are looking for recurring amount of business, the best way of marketing yourself is by the word of mouth.
Yes, sir. Definitely. Definitely.
You are promoting yourself, your friend is going to buy. Why? Because he trusts you. And that is how the core in marketing helps. And that's where I come in my company. And that's where BNI also comes in helping you to outgrow yourself.
So
So
we'll
they give
we'll
you a platform with maybe 25 to 100 members who are from different business categories. At the same time, these all of people are here just to give you referrals and not leads. They are wanting to promote your opportunity in such a way that the other person is waiting to grab the product that you're wanting to offer.
yes,
That's
sir.
how BNI has helped me outgrow myself. At the same time, I would just say one thing: when I was in your level, trust me guys, there was very nervousness in coming in front of the camera also. But today that's not how it goes for me. Today I am this person thanks to that as well, and thanks to the experience that I had in my previous agencies. A lot of credit goes to Modical Studios as well for the same.
Yes, sir. We'll be Krishi and Ayushi will be sure to contact you if we have some doubts and
So,
queries regarding all this. Yes, sir. So
understood.
moving on to my last question, like, so being an alumnus of KC College, like, how did being a part of KC help your career?
So
Like,
being a part of KC helped my career in many ways. Honestly speaking, during my alumni days, like my college days to be very precise, I was never a part of my class. I would say that I was always into events. So
same, sir.
my core group was definitely not my class group. My core group was from the people who were into BSc IT, who were into event for Kiran. So I have been a part of the logistic team myself. I had even taken a stand and lead there. My core committee members were also making sure that we again and again come with new exposures. So I have been there to learn more about the world. It has given me an experience which I don't think so I would have got in a normal college, because no one in a normal college would send you to an institute and tell you that go and bring a 10 lakh bearer check, which is the opportunity that I got here. And that's the level of confidence they give you and the boost they give you. So KC College has given me a new vision towards my own self and the vision towards the company that I'm taking forward.
So we
So,
would
so
follow the same.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're never in class. We're always outside doing events. So
Good, good.
So moving on, I'll go off topic and I'll ask you something personal. When you were in KC, like what were the chill spots? Where do you go to hang out? Were Raju Rolls still there? Was the cafe
So
still
when
there?
I was in KC, Raju Rolls was the like it was upcoming. It was not completely there. So the KC canteen was there, HR canteen was there, but half the time we were, I guess, at the marine lines. I would be sure about it because my previous pictures would also say the same. My group and us, we used to stay in college campus grounds, okay, a lot more than anywhere else.
Yes,
The
sir,
reason for
definitely.
the same is that either we were planning something or either we were always thinking about it. So those 3 years of my life, I have been there since say morning 5 o'clock till evening 5 or 6. So I was like almost at college itself. We have stayed
College
back
only.
for the events that we had due to the non-pandemic seasons. We could do that. Today, I'm
Yes.
really sorry for you guys that you are not able to do it much.
So hopefully next year we'll
100%, 100%. So these were the favorite spots of mine, but it was always about the bond. I would say this.
yes, sir, definitely,
It was
definitely.
never just about the friends or the groups, because I'm in touch with each and every one of them till date. So
Yes,
it
sir.
was always about the bonds that you create at KC, and
Yes,
really
sir.
proud to be a KCI.
We've also learned that these fests are not for they are not for doing fests. It's like you interact with people, you network. That's the main key of these
Correct.
fests. Like you
Yeah,
interact with
so
people from your college
your
and
journey
outside
starts from
also.
college itself. Your journey starts
Yes,
from college itself, right?
Correct.
yes,
Totally agreed. And my journey actually started from college because my interest and passion in this industry for animations came from college. So KC college, I was a part of Kiran, but at the same time, I was also part of the B4 group.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that time I was into digital creations.
Yes,
So
sir.
all
We
the
still
banners and posters that you're creating right now, June
Yeah.
3.0. So the
We still
logo
have those.
design and all the things,
Yeah.
that's where me and Tripta had come forth, and we had done the creatives that.
We still have
Amazing,
those.
sir.
Still have those departments. So you can come over to college sometime and help us out.
Definitely,
We'd love to learn from you.
100% would like.
Yes.
I hope.
So,
the
sir,
man
unfortunately,
Ritika
that's
and-
all the time we have with you.
Sorry?
So, unfortunately, that's all the time we have with you.
Yeah.
We had an amazing talk, such an inspirational journey you had. So, thanks for making us the time. Also, we would love if you give us a shout out on your social media handles of ESL KC College. So, sir, thank you.
Not a problem. Please do.
Thank you so much, sir. This was great, sir. This was great, sir.
Likewise. Thank you so much, guys. Take care
Thank
and
you,
all the
sir.
best.
Thank you, sir. You too. Thank you so much.
Thank you.